I do appreciate the assistance. So we're going with Dengzo, by the way. We're going with Dengzo. It's going to be an eco round now for the CT side. They're trying to crunch into lobby. They're doing a lot of damage right now. Amber could be in trouble. He is. He goes down. Oh, it's a 3 versus 1 all of a sudden. It's just Dengzo left remaining. And this was against the Pistols. I love that round coming through from the CT side. Dengzo's ticked to the molly as well, so they now know exactly where he is. He's going to get on his bike and try and rotate around, look for a different avenue of entry here in this 1 versus 3. And Heroic Academy going to be kicking themselves that they dropped the ball against the Pistols. Yeah, this was the one round they should have had every day of the week to really pile on some early pressure. Dengzo is not expecting a player to be on silo already. They have slipped the net a little bit. He's got some cover from silo as well. Low health player posted on the angle. Oh, and Biek just hasn't been able to get that frag. I mean, his mechanics have looked a little bit questionable, I will say, in a couple gunfights I've seen so far. Dengzo, well, his mechanics have not looked questionable, but he gets baited in by Inhuman, and then you got Time Agento, who's just posted up there on Squeaky Door. And that is going to be minus 72 degrees, getting their first round on the board. Good work coming through from them there. The lobby cruncher strategy as old as time itself here on Nuke works really well for them. Just making sure the ramp players take first contact, then the guy from Squeaky, the guy from Hut are able to combine as well. They then take the attention away. That allows for the ramp players to then aggress even further, and they just, as the name suggests, crunch in towards lobby and crush everything in their path. All right, the thing is, that is just one round now for the CT side. There's going to have to be more where that came from, obviously. You want to build off the back of winning an eco round like that. They have lost Inhuman early on, though. Chance for Heroic Academy to kind of put behind them what just happened in that anti-eco and get themselves back to winning ways here. What's the plan here for the T side? Looks like Heroic Academy are setting themselves up for a big burst into the safe bomb site. Scrobber's the one who's dumping the utility, and he's going to set up for his teammates to try and breach in towards the site. Malanta, Time and Gento, the players here right now. Biek has died, but Malanta will hold his ground. He's got a player in towards Dead Vent as well, but oh my goodness, the trading is just perfect. Fantastic cover from Heroic Academy, just covering all of their bases as well as they push into that A-bomb site. Even though there were quite a number of players there for them to contest, they're still able to get the job done and make it look pretty easy at that as well. Okay, well, CT side going to look to try and reinvest here. The only round they've won so far was the Eco. Now got MP9s, they got an AWP as well, and they're going to try and set themselves up with numbers in towards the A side. There's 3 players here right now. FNL, oh my goodness, look at the pressure. They've just ramped up so much pressure on the A bomb side. And again, the trading is phenomenal. I love this from Heroic Academy. What an enterprising brand of Counter-Strike in the round. And Scrob's not overcommitting, recognizing that, yeah, he's got the bomb, so he can't just knife out, run to try and join up with his teammates in case there's a push from ramp. And there absolutely was. So just good awareness, even though they've been able to just dominate the round up until that point. They're not taking anything for granted. And I just love how they're playing on the front foot in that round as well. Just maximum pressure on the A bomb site. There were 3 players there on A as well for the CT side, but they just get steamrolled. Okay, now an eco round for the CT side. Ironically, the only round they've been able to win so far here on their defensive half was the lobby crunch. They're not going to be going for as active an approach here this time round. Still are set up at the front lines of ramp. On the precipice of Huts. Oh, very good awareness. Amber clears out the entire way underneath Silo. Not going to get caught off by Mr. Agento. Secret agent there hiding, but spotted and taken down. Inhuman's going to try and take some space here. Malanta with the MP9 gets one. Traded though again. Trade's just been superb so far for Heroic Academy. And that's one of the things you really want to be on display in terms of the strengths from an Academy team is their trading prowess. Like, you're not going to have the most crazy experienced players who've just got super in-depth tactics and nuances and understandings of the game. But spacing, trading, mechanical ability, those are fundamental factors of the game. That's where you really want to see the strengths shining through for an Academy team. Because you can really combine that mechanical ability is one thing. There's many people, many players out there who've got fantastic mechanical ability. If you don't have a team that are able to trade effectively, that mechanical ability is almost just rendered useless at that point. Because you need to be able to take advantage of the opportunities that mechanical ability creates. So being able to get one kill dying and then a second player in position to get that second frag, that makes the difference ultimately. So I'm impressed by the trading so far for Heroic. Got their new jerseys released recently as well. Minimalist kind of style. I thought they were in cotton, turns out they're polyester. I'm not really a fan, but obviously you'd be hard-pressed to find an esports jersey that's not in polyester. I think it's... I don't even know if there's one out there, to be honest with you. Oh, Biek, his tough times continue, man. I must say, like... I'm just trying to keep an eye on these minus 72 degrees Celsius players just to kind of gauge where they're at individually, mechanically, what I can kind of expect from them. Not so much in terms of strats on the map, but more just on an individual level. And Biek, I've noticed a couple times crosshairs been off the mark. Noticed a couple times sprays haven't looked too convincing. There's a good flank coming through here from Ty Magento, though. He's pushed the entire way around outside. He's going to catch the T-side in transition. Oh my goodness, he's inflicted so much damage. He's been able to find a kill, and he's forced these players into the AWPer as well. Oh, FNL will just shift walk into the angle, though. And Amber's gotten a kill in vents as well. This opens up the round. All of a sudden, it's just a 2 versus 2. This is a whole lot more doable for Heroic Academy than it did seem at one point. And both the players for the CT side are going to be retaking from ramp. They have a little bit of utility to work with. They have got kits as well. Dengzo going to tuck himself in towards the dark corner and towards Shadow. As minus 72 degrees get a move on. Now, the single door's been opened up. Dengzo is hoping that's going to take the attention away from him. His gun model, I think, actually covered a player there. Inhuman's just going to drop in on him, and they know for a fact where this last player, Amber, is. Yeah, and I was going to say, it's just so difficult for him to try and make that one work, especially with the bomb not being planted for him. The CT side will get themselves a second round here. Good work from them. I love the big flank there from Ty Magento making his way outside. Getting that kill, inflicting further damage, and then just forcing Heroic Academy's hand before they were able to set themselves up for the ramp takes. The AWPer posted on the angle doesn't get blinded by any utility. He gets a frag for free. Still doesn't nearly get out of control from there in the 2v2. Shouldn't have gotten that close, but they win the round. Big burst into the A bomb site. P90 to lead the charge. Malanta's been traded. And it's going to be Ty Magento to be the difference maker here. Time and time again. FNL, but the spray transfers run out of ammo. And now it should be impossible for Scrob. You've got Spiru's actually on the side. Scrob, what a no-scope. That's out of nowhere. He's going to look for the follow-up. He lands the shot onto Ty Magento and instantly has the read on Biek as well. Looks back in towards lobby, but he's fully committed on ramp, and Biek's just out in the open. It's his first frag off the map, and what a timely moment for him to get a kill here as well. Oh, man, okay. Heroic Academy, great effort there from Scrob on the AWP. That no-scope, and then the follow-up onto Mini. Chef's kiss. Okay, well, there's going to be enough money for Heroic Academy to afford another investment here. And I do like the approach from them. They're thinking, okay, we got flanked out in the previous round where we played slower. We've seen that our fast A has worked well early in the half already. Let's try and revert back to that here. That gets shut down now. Now, we look at Heroic Academy and say, okay, all right, you're getting tested a little bit now. Okay, I've just had a YouTube video sent to me on how to pronounce that sound. So is it deng-zer? Is that what we're going with? Deng-zer? Deng-sir? It's like almost like a bit of a French pronunciation. I've just completely overlooked the round, by the way, where minus 72 degrees. They seem to seemingly coming alive here on their CT side. This time they've gotten 3 kills. They haven't lost anybody in the process. From what I can tell, Magento has just been the difference maker. He's been the catalyst here in the comeback for the CT side. He was the one who had the big flank and did all the damage in the second round they won. He got a big multi-kill in the third round that they won, and here another multi-kill as well. Surely an irrecoverable 5v2. But like I said, I've had this YouTube video sent to me, and apparently it's pronounced like that sound, like in French, so deng-zer. Deng-sir. Are we gonna go with that maybe? Deng-so? Man, I don't know. I didn't expect to be tested this hard, honestly, but I appreciate the assistance, guys. We'll get it right one way or another. 6-4. No money for the first time here for Heroic Academy. They're going to have to save their cash. For the first time here in the half, minus 72 degrees, we'll be playing against an eco round, and it's a fantastic opportunity now for them to close the gap to just one round. I mean, they were down 6-1 at one point, and they weren't just only down 6-1. It didn't even look like they were competitive in the rounds that they were losing. That was the real concern. But they've come alive here. Okay, well, Heroic Academy have successfully navigated their way into Secret, but they run straight into Malanta. And he just mows down 3. That is incredible work from Malanta. Easy round for minus 72 degrees, who are evidently just getting better and better as this map is going on. Heroic Academy, they've run into some resistance. And their FNL is a dead man. Flawless from 72 degrees, or minus, should I say. That is a very good way for them to really come back into this first half. Draw within 1 round. Now, if this ends 6-all objectively, it's a good scoreline for Heroic Academy on the T side of Nuke. If you'd offered them 6 coming into the half, they probably would have taken it, but because they were up 6 inside of 7, they wanted more. They would have wanted more from the first half. So with that in mind, I feel like it's pretty important that they get the last round of the half here. I feel like it's pretty important that they get themselves a 7-5. Let's see if they can give themselves that edge going into the second half, or if minus 72 degrees Celsius can keep up the fight back all the way to the end of their CT side and level things up and carry a decent amount of momentum going into that next half. That's what's available to them right now. Heroic Academy slowing things down a bit more here because we've seen them look for some early gunfights in these rounds so far throughout the half, and they haven't really gone their way in the past couple. So They're just playing a little bit more conservatively here, waiting to see if there's going to be any moves made from the CT side. And now they're going to start to group up. Try and get their way into A, breach it a little bit more methodically here. It's going to be 1-for-1, but they've taken time again, so down. Inhuman on the rafters. It's been destroyed. What a swing from Stormak. Malanta trades, but trades in the name of the game. It's what I was praising Heroic Academy for throughout the early stages of the half, and those trades have certainly come alive here as well. 3 versus 2 for the CT side to try and level things up going into the second half. Let's see, can they make it happen? Biek and Spira, the players who have had the quietest half so far for their team, to try and come alive here, to try and find them that 6th round. One from Heaven, one from Mini, but just completely disconnected. I mean, you can kind of understand, I guess, Spira is trying to flash his way forward, but Biek is completely locked out by the smoke grenades. I think Spira should have been waiting for the smoke to fade before he tries to go for the hero retake, but I mean, you look at how little time would have been left had they waited, so I guess it's understandable. Heroic Academy, they will take a lead into the second half, 7-5. A good showing from them. It could have been like game over in the first half at one point for Heroic Academy, and what I mean by that is they could have won this map in the first half at one point, it was looking like. So the fact that the game is still alive, that's worth celebrating here for minus 72 degrees. Okay, sounds like the countdown has commenced and we're going to be getting into the action here soon enough, into the second half, first game of the day. Of course, we have been unfortunately deprived of a series today. The second matchup of the day was supposed to be Yano against Copenhagen Wolves. That game is no longer going to take place. Yano's forfeited the match, and I think they're going to ultimately just forfeit all their games in the tournament. I think they've withdrawn from the tournament. I'm not sure, but I think that is the case. Unfortunately, we're not going to see them competing. It'll just be the 3 games today. Into the second half we go. Heroic Academy's map pick. They have got a 2-round lead at the moment here. Winning the pistol puts them back in a very comfortable position once again here on the map. They then sit 8-5 on the favored side of the map, and they'd like that. But lose the pistol here, and minus 72 degrees all of a sudden are breathing down their necks. Okay, so some sort of tech issues at the moment, unfortunately. Not entirely sure what's going on. Looks like, okay, the word on the streets is that we have a mouse problem for somebody on the server. I mean, normally that means mouse isn't charged. Then you just plug it in though, right? Not like you need a couple minutes to pause. Maybe digging through the drawer to try and find a replacement. Apparently shouldn't be much longer before we're jumping into the action here. And there we go. Right on cue. Never mind. Goodness. We can't catch a break here, guys. They're baiting with us. We had the pause between halves. We then had a countdown. Then we had another pause. All right, back into the countdown. And then Scrub's like, hang on. Not done just yet. Okay, let's try that again. Let's try that one more time. I'm hearing ticks in chat, though. That makes me nervous. Oh, hopefully it's just GLHFs going around. And into the action we go. Second half underway. First map of the day. Going to be a kit on Stormac. And then Julie's in play on Amber. He's got Kevlar as well, so he's kind of been made the raid tier of the round. But it's going to be a fast-paced round into the safe bomb site from same time. Magento, wait, Biek is going to commit late. This is all over the place. Completely disjointed right now from the T side, and unsurprisingly, they've just been picked apart one by one. They know where Spirit is. He's going to get overwhelmed, and I have no idea what that was, because you had a player out of Hut so early on that was fighting with the Julies on top of Hut, and it's taking the Julie's player so long to actually get the kill. Imagine there was another player streaming through Hut. Imagine they're coming through Squeaky at that point. Heroic Academy actually should have gotten overwhelmed on the A bomb site there, but because there's such a big disconnect between the first player who commits and the rest of the players who come after, maybe there's a plan I'm not noticing. Maybe they're thinking we commit one player, then we hold off for the second wave so that Heroic think it's a fake, and then maybe they push through into us. Or, I mean, there's always a chance that the caster's missing something. Obviously, I don't have the comms, but on paper, that does just look very peculiar. And that is a phenomenally clean anti-eco coming through from Heroic Academy as well. Take that every day of the week. Didn't even receive a single point of damage there throughout the round, as they now go up 9-5 and they're just 4 rounds away from winning their map pick. Been some moments in the first map where it did look like things could get heated between these two teams and we could have had a bit of a contest on our hands, but seemingly reverting back to one-way traffic. Look at the investment here. What, my golly. AK's head armor, 2 pieces of utility on the T side of Nuke. Not one guy able to buy a Galil here and get a full belt. Are you kidding me? Oh man, this makes me sick, guys. Makes me sick. Going to be Spiro who pays the price. He's hit the deck. And this is where the lack of util really comes into effect. They've thrown their one smoke, their one molly. Okay, maybe they threw a smoke from spawn as well. Looked like they smoked mini off from spawn, but still. They've now got nothing left remaining. Will they need anything more is the question. Biek just one tap scrub. Trades, the name of the game. Stormac swings in to join up with Amber, and they're just going to both double peek in towards outside. Time Magento is here, and he's very low on health, 7 HP. Amber and Stormac to work with him right now. They know they've got him locked in. That's a very nice shot there on the FAMAS as well. And that's going to be a fantastic cleanup in the gun round. And is a really good way for them to just shut down the first gun round of the second half and basically make a statement. The job's as good as done here for Heroic Academy. 3 rounds away. And this next one should be as good as free. Then there's a gun round and then an anti-half buy, force buy to finish off the job. That's the equation right now for Heroic Academy. Very easy to solve that equation and win Nuke from this point. Stormac has looked very clean, I must say. He's just got some really neat little burst fires about him. Or Scrub with the AWP. He's going to get scouted out. Double tag there from Spira. One way for this little eco round to have some sort of an impact. And there's a nice shot from Biek. The perfect counter strafe there to get that kill on the run. Well, you've got to be careful now if you're the CT side, because you kind of lost some control of the map. Oh, there's a player pushing through hell right now. Dengzhou, he's going to be in trouble. He's going to be in real trouble right now. He's gotten 1 kill. Unfortunately, he can't turn in time for the ramp player. It's only Amber left remaining, and Inhuman seems to have the read that he's going to be trying to make his way up the ladder right now. Wait, what? They're on top of each other. look behind you, Amber. He hasn't looked behind him. That's going to cost him his life. And again, in the same fashion that minus 72 degrees won their first round in the first half, they're going to win it through an eco. They were down 5-0 first half. They then win a lobby crunch round with Desert Eagles. They're down 4-0 here, or I guess 3-0 at the start of the second half. They win an eco. Scouts and upgraded pistols. Of course, it's an eco round with max round loss bonus behind us. They've got a few decent pieces to work with, but still, that they shouldn't be winning that. Heroic Academy. Essentially, it should be game over right now, but it isn't. Which means there's still a chance here for the Russian team to fight back. Heroic Academy cannot rest on their laurels. They've been good up until this point, but that's not going to finish off the job. Okay, round is alive. Kills going back and forth right now. FNL and Scrub go 2 for 1. Ramp control conceded. There's a player who has successfully made his way down secret, though, all the way into control room. It's time to enter, and the window's been broken open as well. Oh, man. I mean, he's just had the red carpet rolled out for him into this B-bomb site right now, and he's caught Amber off, rather. Now, they're going to make their way down ramp in towards this B-bomb site. As for Heroic Academy, they've got the 3 versus 3 on the retake, and they've got all 3 players coming through from ramp as well. Spearer with his AWP is posted on ramp from behind the reactor, so he's in a really good position. And he's going to be able to find that first frag for free. Gets information on Dengju. Scrubs found one back, but Spearer is locking it down. He's a turret at the back of the bomb site right now. Dengju left remaining. It should be impossible for him to breach. He's done a lot of damage to both the remaining players, but hasn't been able to get the frag on either. And that means Nuke is well and truly alive. Nuke is well and truly alive once again, as the Heroic Academy have dropped the ball, losing to the eco. And then the follow-up gun round as well. Minus 72 degrees are back. It's heating up, guys. It's heating up in the server. Hopefully they're not going to melt, though. Okay, so we're running into some more tech issues here, unfortunately, which is just going to stem the flow of the game. Don't really know if that affects either team more adversely than the other. Probably not. Apparently now we have a headset issue, so issues are plenty, I'm afraid. Just tech problems kind of popping up right now. I do look at this game and think, okay, there is a decent individual level for minus 72 degrees, but they don't have the same prowess as a team, obviously, but then even on an individual level as well. Like, I feel like they can have moments within a map, but I feel like you get those moments far more frequently from the Heroic Academy players, at least from what I've seen so far. Like, moments don't win you series. And Heroic Academy have certainly looked more sustainable within the way that they're winning their rounds as well, but the problem is they have lost to 2 eco rounds. Had they won against both ecos here throughout the map so far, well, we're probably in a break currently and then setting up for Mirage. Not entirely sure how long this one's going to take, honestly, guys. It's kind of sitting here patiently waiting. So you know what? It's probably best to just throw this to a break while we wait for Inhuman. Hopefully not going to be too long until he's able to resolve his issues and we can get back into Nuke and finish off the job here. It is an intriguing state of the game. We're kind of on a knife's edge right now. So I guess the break would just add a little bit of extra suspense. Don't go too far. We're going to wait patiently, and once Inhuman is back, we will be as well.
Blindsided, I trusted, fell for you. What a stupid thing to do. Blindsided, high hopes, but they fell away the moment you lied to me.
Okay, we're back. Just in time to catch the action. Not that it would have been a disaster, because this is just an anti-eco round. It should be a pretty easy cleanup here for minus 72 degrees. Just the USPs. They've already gotten full control of the B bomb site. They've got a couple players outside that'll path their way down, and Humans already posted on the angle. He may get overwhelmed here. In fact, he will die. But he's taken all of the attention down and towards this lower bomb site, and his team have just filtered into A. So all's well and ends well.
Bomb has been planted.
All they have is a MAC-10. Biek probably shouldn't necessarily go hunting here. Doesn't want to risk giving up the AK. And he's fully committed. He's going back for more. Biek, are you kidding me, brother? You've just been brought down to 20 health. You have a path to just run back to ramp. And instead you've re-peaked, and now you've given up an AK. And you know what? I'm a bit of a sadist. I love it when players get punished for making really bad decisions. And the punishment isn't just dying and you know, giving up an AK. The punishment could really come in the following round. There's an AWP that's going to be saved by Stomac as well. Okie dokie. Well, now let's watch this AWP and AK closely to see how much impact it's going to have in the next round. I guess they could have had an AWP if FNL just goes armor and drops an AWP. I'm saying hypothetically. But if everybody dies for Heroic Academy, they don't have an AWP in this round here. So now they've got an AWP and they have an AK. Let's watch those two weapons closely and see what sort of impact they have here in the round. What kind of impact minus 72 degrees Celsius have given up an opportunity for by allowing these guns to be carried over into the next round, by giving up these weapons. The butterfly effect could come to fruition. Amber posted on the angle as they look to cross into Secret. He's going to frag one, traded by the other. Not bad for the T side. You take that to get control of outside and nestle a player into Secret early on. FNL's been the one who's committed down in towards that lower bomb site. And Dengzhu has gone down. Stomac is here to try and trade. He's going to take up the space that Dengzhu has left after he's died, and he's going to wrap around Squeaky Spira. He's going to run out with his util. He does die. Oh, man. Utility being thrown into the safe bomb site. Stomac looked like he was really struggling to track Biek there, but he's still able to ultimately get the kill. Man advantage now. Stomac is doing it all. He should eventually go down. No time. Magento is going to be retaking from hell, but he should be spotted by the player who's coming through from ramp. He has been. That's why Scrob can turn and get the kill on time. Magento. So not much of an impact from the AK and the AWP in the round. It's actually Stomac with the Zem 4 that does all the damage. Just a brilliant individual round from Stomac to read that situation, because what he does there is recognizes, okay, I've just lost a teammate in Hut. There's a pretty good chance they're not going to expect a second player coming through from Hut immediately afterwards. Commits to the push, gets the kill on Spira. Then he doubles back to Hut. Wins a pretty ugly gunfight there as well. And it's still like, how are minus 72 degrees being caught off by him? Even the players on the A bomb side are running around, not considering Stomac in Hut. So he gets far more impact than he ever should have there, in all honesty, especially that third kill. That felt egregious. 11-8. T-side with the follow-up investment here, but if they lose this round 12-8, they've got no money left remaining. So 13-8 would be ripe for the taking. Ty Magento has actually been able to cross his way into Secret early on here. Could allow for him to catch somebody off guard. He's going to actually start to just work his way around into Garage. Scrob is not expecting this. Scrob thinks he's had the line to cover outside the entire time. Hasn't clocked that somebody could have gotten across before he had that line. And Ty Magento will punish as a result. Chip down to 50, but not fragged. So he is a real thorn in the CT side right now. Stomac going to smoke Squeaky, but they've gotten ahead of the smoke. Amber's now in mini. He's good for one, but trades the name of the game. Very successful trade frags coming through here from the T side to assume full control of A. That's round over. Alright, well, we continue to go back and forth here then between these two teams. FL going to be trying to save the AK. He may get a line of sight on Inhuman on the cross. Yeah, he'll be able to find that frag at range, but fairly inconsequential for the T side. $11-9. What's the money look like? Okay, we will see an investment share from the CT side. Again, lose this round though, and we'll have a leveled up scoreline. That's the situation. That's what we're faced with right now. Okay, we're going to have another timeout being used. Both teams have used 2 timeouts so far throughout the map. Heroic Academy, they recognize the importance of the round. This is minus 72 degrees as timeout. I guess they also recognize how important this round is, because if they win this, they break the CT side economy, and we almost certainly have a leveled up game. But if they lose this round, 12-9, their money, well, they get 1,400 if they lose this, so it actually wouldn't be fantastic. They're still against the ropes as things stand. Here we go. Looks like it's going to be Pacey coming through from the T side, already pressuring their way through Squeaky and towards the A side. They're taking so much util damage. 3 of them have burned out of the round. Oh, man, my goodness. I don't even know where that util damage comes from. Is it the Squeaky molly, perhaps? It's a 4 versus 2 in the blink of an eye. Ty Magento, he's been working outside phenomenally well throughout the half so far. Oh, big wide swing there from Ann, but doesn't give Ty Magento a moment to set himself up in the round. What a response from Heroic Academy as they're going to go up to map point here. 3 opportunities to finish off the job. And like I said, coming into this one, 4 minus 72 degrees. Their finances are not fantastic. Lose this, and it's going to be really difficult to fight back from there. Ty Magento, 17 and 17, has been the best player for his team so far, but it's going to be inhuman in this round. He's got the bomb on his back, you know, and there isn't anybody around this B bomb site right now. So at least he's going to find a plant at the bare minimum. Yeah, there we go. He fully commits. So that extra little bit of injection of money will actually go a long, long way for his team in terms of their investments in the next round. And there we go. Scrobs is going to run over Inhuman with the 5-7. 12-9. 3 map points for Heroic Academy. 3 chances to finish off the job on the favored side of the map on their map pick.
Bomb has been defused. Counter-terrorists win.
And now you can see how brutal the investment is for the T side. And this is after they get a bomb plant in the previous round as well. Scarp, 2 AKs, upgraded pistols. Not going to be a better opportunity here for Heroic Academy to finish off the job. This is going to be their best chance yet. Lose this, and it gets increasingly more difficult because they start to lose money, and minus 72 degrees investment will get better and better. But doesn't look like they're too interested in considering that outcome. Here and now is where they want to finish off the job. Amber, oh, he's going to have the attention taken away from his. Dangju gets first contact on top of Hut. And now it's a 5 versus 2. Minus 72 degrees haven't even made a dent, I'm afraid. Both players left remaining outside here for the T side to try and see if they can find some sort of a miracle in the 5v2. 1 cross smoke drop. Orpa tripped away at, but there's just far too many players for them to try and deal with. FNL will seal the deal, and Heroic Academy, I mean, it was a bit of a scrap for them. It should have been cleaner, but they will get the job done on their map pick. 13-9. I want to say in convincing fashion, because I know it's 13-9, which is a fairly closely contested scoreline, but the reason I say it's kind of convincing fashion is because, well, the rounds they win, they dominate most of the time. It's not like they're super close, like 2v2 retakes or disadvantageous situations that they come back in. I mean, there was that one round from Stomac where he does basically win it individually, but I feel like they were pretty convincing in the rounds they win, and 2 of the rounds that they lost were anti-ecos as well, so that did kind of flatter minus 72 degrees a little bit, I think, here throughout the map. Anyway, first map of the day done and dusted. Nuke is won by the team who picked it, and we're going to Mirage next. It's minus 72 degrees' map, and they're going to have to win, otherwise they'll be iced out of the server. We're going to have a short break, and when we come back, we'll jump into that second map. All right, second map live. Heroic Academy and minus 72 degrees Celsius locking horns here in the CCT Season 3 Series 3 play-ins. It's a Group C, and it is the opening matchup for Group C as well. Heroic Academy currently leading the series 1-0 after they're able to win on their map pick Nuke. Obviously, this means it is minus 72 degrees as map, and they're going to be starting off their journey on the T side. They've got a little bit of utility here, a smoke and a flash coming into the pistol round. And they've got a couple players set up to go in towards the, say, bomb site. 2 players ramp, 1 waiting for Palace. And then there's 2 players coming through lowers. Now, Heroic Academy have kind of disrupted the round by pushing through ramp right now. And they've gotten the kill on Inhuman. The T side were waiting for these players coming through lowers to join up with their teammates. Thankfully, nobody in earshot of that boost. So no one's going to hear the fact that boost was missed and have that information. Heroic Academy should have a very good idea that they could be in towards mid, and Dangju's going to be the one going back. Oh, he's spotted out Biek. Wait, where's the info? Why are they not looking back in towards market? My God, how's Biek even missed that shot on a player who's standing still, brother? Oh my goodness, okay. Well, a bit of a circus in the pistol round right now. Biek has just completely missed the mark. And Milanta, well, he will find a kill. 3 versus 2 right now. Scrob's one with the bomb. He's got a bit of a job to do. 2 players heading in his direction. He'll be able to go 1 and done. That's fine. That keeps up the 1-man advantage. However, Ty Magento, who was by some distance the best player on the previous map for his team, is now in a 1v2, and he's got the read here as well. He's just immediately running B with the bomb. Heroic Academy have not read into this whatsoever. Both their players are just set up on the A bomb site right now. And what that means is that it's going to be a very long retake here for the CT side. And they don't have a kit, and Amber only has 3 health. Oh, Ty Magento is going to go searching. Does he swing this? He does, and he's going to get the frag on the first, but he doesn't spot FNL out as well. So he doesn't actually have ironclad info on where FNL is going to be coming through from. FNL, though, isn't going to have great timing either, and he doesn't have a kit. He doesn't have utility. Ty Magento has actually planted the bomb for Catwalk. This is intelligent from him. This is such an intelligent pistol play coming through from Ty Magento. It's round over. Pistol round 1 here for the T side. What a fantastic 2 versus 1. So let's think about what he does there. He gets the kill on Scrob, picks up the bomb, and then immediately hightails in towards the B bomb site. So first of all, he reads the round to perfection by going B. Then after that, he doesn't just immediately go catwalk to try and play the 2v1 out, because the problem with that is when they figure out he's there, it's just both players posted on the angle or one on the angle while the other diffuses. So he knows, okay, I've got to take a little bit of initiative here to try and force a frag before I try and bunker down for the 1 versus 1. So he goes searching in the post plan. Also, what makes it smart is that you're never going to expect that as the CT side retaking. You're never going to expect that T player to be dueling with you from market in that instance. So that's how he catches them off guard. And then after that, he doesn't overplay. He doesn't overface. He then shifts back all the way to Cat. That's when he then plays the long game. Just a really fantastic clutch coming through there from Ty Magento. Continuing his form from Nuke into Mirage. However, he is the first player to die here against the Force Pipe. So he's going to have to watch this one from the sidelines. He's got a box office feature in the server to see if his team can win this round, and it's going to be a very cheeky play here from minus 72 degrees as they go through that apartment smoke. FNL, though, oh, he's going to be so clean with it. Are you kidding? He's only taken 8 damage. He's gotten 2 kills. He remains posted on the angle, and he finds a 3rd. Well, I've just been waxing lyrical about how fantastic that clutch was from Ty Magento, just for this team to immediately drop the ball against the Force Spy. Oh, Inhuman doesn't even know where he's being shot from, man. The wall bang. He'll get 1 frag, but he definitely dies here. And there we go. FNL will seal the deal with the quad kill. What a fantastic round coming through from the Romanian. So, Amber gets first blood in that round. I'm assuming that was top mid. I don't know for sure, though. 4v5, not the end of the world. From there, they actually get a really good timing going through the smoke. I mean, going through the smoke in itself is already a pretty questionable decision, but it was a good read. I just don't know how FNL kills 3 players when they're trying to cross into the B bomb site on such a tight angle. You don't even need to duel with him at that point. If you can just get across him and drop onto the bomb site, you're going to be fine. You really just negate his impact altogether. So that felt unnecessary. Force bind response coming through from the T side now after losing to a force bind in the previous. However, not nearly as convincing. Oh, Skier has taken so much damage. Scrob will just opt for the USP. He's gotten a second, eventually goes down, but that's the only casualty in the round for his team. A very good cleanup on the defense there from Heroic Academy on the A-bomb side. Lose one player in the process of winning against the Force. And that means now they play against an anti-eco. A chance for them to build their lead here. Going to keep things simple, try and burst into the A-bomb side. I see a point there from Asenio saying that Counter-Strike is by far the best esports to watch. I couldn't agree more, brother. I could not agree more with you. It's what's made Counter-Strike just have such incredible longevity, right? As an esports, it's so simple to get into. You know, you reference League of Legends. You've literally got to be, you've got to have some sort of an understanding, some sort of knowledge of the game to even be able to put it on and watch it and enjoy it on a basic level. Counter-Strike, you really don't. Counter-Strike, it's the same reason that soccer is such a popular sport, how simple it is to understand, to play, to watch, to enjoy. Counter-Strike is kind of similar in that regard. A headshot is a sick headshot. You can see players just getting kills on other guys. That's just a simple understanding. 5v5, 2 bomb sites. The barrier for entry is very low for Counter-Strike. And then it's so entertaining every round. There's something going on. Even eco rounds always have a chance of someone popping off, or there's someone getting a cool multi-kill against the eco round. Yeah, I'm right there with you, bro. I mean, obviously, I've got inherent bias. This is my job, but I love my job. And I have for a long time. So, long live the king, Counter-Strike, the king esport. Either way, Ty Magento with an AK. Nice flash there to set him up to take mid control. Dengzhu in no man's land will go down for free. Man advantage, make that a 2-man advantage. Ty Magento is just farming these players right now. Could get another, does. Stomac is the next victim. FNL, the last player left alive, not for much longer. Ty Magento is just on a tear right now. He is a one-man army for this team. He's gotten 8 kills. The rest of his team have got 4 frags combined. Ty Magento has got more than double the rest of his team combined. Wants the ace, and that will cost him his life. But, yeah, ultimately, job already done. And Biak will make sure that Anber isn't able to save the AWP. So, yeah, very strong showing there from the T side to get their first gun round on the board. Double up their round count. Now, I will say Heroic Academy, they go for the variation setup in that round with the one player posted up in middle, committed to mid. Kind of just snowballs out of control from there because once they get that frag, then they can duel with the connector player. Just very isolated duels. Ty Magento just gets a 1v1, then another 1v1, then literally a third 1v1, and then a fourth 1v1 in the round. Every single fight he takes is just an isolated duel. So, yeah, probably a player you don't want to just be taking these head-to-head duels against with the form that he's in right now. He's individually won both the rounds for his team so far. Okay, good response coming through. Heroic Academy again dueling for middle, so they haven't gotten shy off the back of what happened in the previous round. And that's going to be some fantastic little aggression from them. I mean, minus 72 degrees' response is just to try and immediately take space on the A-bomb site, but they run into a brick wall there as well. And Heroic Academy will get themselves straight back to winning ways. Biek will go down as well. 4-2 the scoreline. Heroic Academy. That will certainly restore some confidence and some comfort. Okay. Will we go back and forth, or can Heroic Academy string some rounds together here? Minus 72 degrees. Have had some pretty aggressive openings in these rounds so far. Just either straight up dueling for Ram, straight up dueling for middle every round. This time there will be a little bit more of a methodical approach coming through from them. Couple players top mid, couple players lowers, and Dengju's going to go searching. He's been looking for fights in middle every single round so far. There's a pop flash for him. He'll find the first, but he gets traded out by Biek. Good trade. Nades break open the sniper smoke. Amber goes 2 for 1. There we go. That's the difference maker, because up until that point, it was just an even trade between the two teams for the tussle of middle. So Amber is the difference maker. Stomac on a big flank right now as well. Going to duel the Deagle, and he will come out on top. There we go. Fantastic work. 3 versus 1 now. Just Biek left remaining. Scrob is posted on connector as well. And he's going to connect on the headshot. So that is a statement out of Heroic Academy. And that means that the T side are now going to have to eco coming into this next round here. I mean, Dengju, he has been a menace in middle throughout this half so far. He's kind of, you can see he's got a little bit of extension on his leash here in the team. He doesn't have to play as tightly in the system. He's the guy who can kind of try and peek lowers, who can fight top mid, try and push through connector on a timing. He's been a menace. Either way, eco round now for the T side. They've got pistols and a hero Galil on Biek. Now, he hasn't really convinced me much throughout the series. There are a couple rough individual moments. I think back to the pistol where he had the flank in market and he missed that one player standing still. A couple scrappy sprays on Nuke as well. Anyway, I do like that they've invested into some utility here in this round. They smoked jungle, they've smoked stairs, and they've got a player in connector. There we go. Time Magento's caught the Dengju off guard. You see, Dengju's thinking there can't be anybody in connector because they've smoked off stairs and con. That wouldn't make any sense. They're not splitting A. They're just going to exec A. Oh my goodness, the round's gotten out of control. I was questioning Biek on the hero Galil, and he's just found 2 fantastic frags. And Heroic Academy, well, we've got to keep a tally at this point. This is the 3rd anti-eco / anti-half-buy they've lost in the series. They lost 2 on Nuke, and now they've lost 1 here on Mirage as well. That's problematic, fellas. That is problematic. I mean, just too much tunnel vision there, honestly. I mean, it is smart from the T side with the way that they smoke jungle and stairs, so the jungle / con player is focused towards the A bomb site, gets caught off by the con player. Oh my goodness, no one's going to survive. Then they'd also boosted up somebody into snipers, and the CTs had no idea about that. So then there's the flank on the B bomb site. Perfectly played round. Gutted from the inside out there were Heroic Academy. Certainly need to tighten up against these weaker investments, do the Academy team. Far too many times they've dropped the ball now. They've lost 10 rounds in total. Oh, excuse me, they've lost 12 rounds in total throughout the series. 3 of them have been to anti-eco / anti-half-buy. That is not good at all. 3 out of 12, 25%. Dengju again committed in middle. Scrob towards top mid, Dengju bottom mid, Stomac, connector, contact, lowers. No trade, Stomac and Dengju will combine to get both those kills. That's going to prompt the take of top middle. This is exactly what the setup is designed for. Precisely for that, because you take contact lowers. As soon as the guys top mid for the T side realize that their teammates are being killed lowers, that's their cue. They've got to swing, they've got to trade, they've got to try and help them out, they've got to bail them out. So they're prompted into the swing. Guess who's there? Scrob was posted on the angle with the AWP. They're forced into the AWP, and the setup works perfectly there for the CT side. You rarely see it work that well. You rarely see it actually work out flawlessly like it does on that occasion. 6-3, and it's going to be the investment here for the most part out of the T side. Okay, well, they have been able to find a frag in the round. Dengzhu's gone down. This time he's pushed through lowers, so I understand that he wants to be the active player here on the CT side, but I don't think that's the play against this sort of an investment, and not like it's difficult to read the economy here, so he's just overplayed his hand there, I'm afraid. Does look like Heroic Academy have got a read here, and they've shifted away from the B-bomb site. Oh my goodness, are they going to lose to another one of these half investments? I mean, this time there are a number of rifles, but come on, fellas. Surely not with Stomac spotted. I don't know. He's going to look for a timing on the step out. Can he deny the plant here? No. Bomb's planted default. Stomac. Oh, he's not even going to get the kill on the planter. Heroic Academy. Ah, I'm grimacing. That doesn't look good, I'm afraid. But think about, I mean, the way they've given up the opening kill, what's Dengzhu doing against this low buy, just trying to fight in lowers? Because at that point, you're leveling out the playing field. You're giving them a duel. You're giving them a close quarters duel, very difficult gunfight to win. Oh, FNL, finish off what you start there, mate. And he's going to try and get out of dodge, and he will just kind of brawl his way to safety for now. He's going to go back and search for the AWPer here. Should cost him his life. Oh, he's actually been able to slide past the AWPer. Bomb explosion could kill him. No, Tech9 will first. Okay, well, like I said, Heroic Academy costing themselves because they've given up the kill lowers. That's and given up space middle. It's forced the A players into a more uncomfortable position as well. Good work from minus 72 degrees Celsius. As much as I'm criticizing Heroic Academy, it's good that they're punishing these moves that are being made right now. And then what they're doing really well, I must say, is they're recognizing how the early kills that they're getting, what opportunities those kills are presenting for them. I must say, the way that they're translating through the motions and the gears has been very impressive. Get that kill, recognize what sort of opportunity presents itself as a result, and then take advantage of that. That's their mid-rounding. That's actually looking pretty damn solid. And now Heroic Academy, for the first time in a while, have actually got themselves a bit of a broken buy here. 2 MP9s and the FAMAS in play. A great chance here for minus 72 degrees to make this a leveled up scoreline going into the second half. They have to win here, and against an even weaker force buy in the next round. And they've gotten the first frag as well. Perfect way to start things off. Oh, yeah, good work from Biek there, just peeking out with the AWP. Everything falling into place really nicely right now. FNL's been hurt. He's going to leap through with the MP9, but Biek will connect on the shot. And that's going to be 6-5. Minus 72 degrees, keeping Heroic Academy within arm's reach right now.
Terrorists win. Bomb has been planted.
Okay, well, it's going to be Heroic Academy who look to try and put pedal to the metal here with the force buy, force their way early into TV room, but they've been read into and they've been shut down 2 for 1, and space now afforded to this T side. Up catwalk they go rather, and it looks like they're already kind of peering in towards apartments, which makes a lot of sense. They've already killed 2 players in towards TV room, so Spear is not going to get caught off guard by another time. Magento got both these players underneath him to deal with, and it looks like he should be able to get the job done. Ty Magento, the guy who had kind of kick-started this half for his team, will finish it off as well. 6-all. Heroic Academy, their own worst enemies here. One of the rounds they lost was against basically just pistols with the Hero Galil, and another round they lost was 3 AKs and 2 pistols, which was somewhat a half investment. So really making life difficult for themselves in those sorts of rounds. All right, here we go. Second half underway. Pest Around is live. What do Heroic Academy have in store on the T side? What have the Academy team got planned? There's some utility. Smoke and Demolly in play here. And Dengzhu, well, he's the mid player on the CT side, and he's searching on the T side here and towards lowers early on as well. Scrub's going to molly off snipers, but he's just been stepped on. My goodness, Ty Magenta just can't stop fragging, man. Eventually, he will go down to Amber. Probably should have gotten that kill out of the lot that we've seen coming so far. Malanta on the platform is going to go 1-for-1. Stomac has spotted out 2 in the bomb side. He's in a really awkward position right now. I mean, he's actually been able to dink one player. Dengzhu can't assist at all. Amber's gone down, so it's now all on Stomac. Oh my goodness, Spear, what is that shot he connects on? And now, well, Stomac has to try and breach into all 3 of the remaining players. Spear will dispatch of him as well. He's doubled up his kill count. And for the first time, I'm pretty sure in the series, minus 72 degrees Celsius have got a lead. I'm pretty sure it's the first time in the series that they've led, you know, guys. Wouldn't have had the lead at any point on Nuke. And obviously not throughout Mirage so far. So there we go. Good job, lads. Good job. They've got the lead, and now they play against a full eco. So perfect opportunity for them to not just have a lead, but a 2-round lead. They're just going to burst through this pile of smoke to try and get at the bomb onto the A side here. And they will actually find a bomb plant. That was all that they set out for. There was no investment into the round at all for the T side, and they've been able to at least get a plant out of it. So that's something as we head into the first gun round.
Counter-terrorists win.
Let's see what this gun round's going to hold for us. I mean, there's going to be an open play for BA, couple FAMASs, couple M4s. All the utility in the world here for the T side. What have they got up their sleeves? I feel like it's really important for Heroic Academy to win this gun round, just to make sure that they don't fall super far behind and end up in a position where there's so much pressure on them to win a round. Lose this round, and there's basically no more room for an error at that point. Amber, the one tasked with working mid right now. That is a very questionable smoke. Oh my goodness. Scrub has taken out Biek, who is posted on the angle, waiting for a peek from bench, and he's gotten the peek afforded to him, but that's going to cost him his life. That's a really good kill to find in middle early on here. Dengzhu's been able to nestle himself into connector as well. It's a pretty strong spot for him to work with. Ty Magento, the one who had to rotate into that B bomb site. He's the only player on that side of the map, though. The rest of his team are committed to A. At least they were. Does look like they're starting to consider what else could be going on here in the round. Malenta has spotted out 1 in connector, so there's some info. And Ty Magento's gotten some support on the speed bomb site now. Oh, he's going to trade guns. That's going to cost him his life. And surely Scrub spotted the player on the jump spot there, right? He had to have seen Spira on the jump spot. He had his head on his screen. They should just be hard clearing this right now. And FNL does get the kill. So, no cause for concern. It all works out. 4 versus 2. I don't even think you really want to be attempting this retake, honestly. If you're the CT side, it's quite important to try and keep both those guns. And Human will kind of hang around and go down. Now we can see what that does for the finances here for the CT side. It's going to be a pretty broken investment here, and I assume that they will be spending their money. Very good work from Heroic Academy, able to win that first gunfight there onto the AWPer, and then from there, just kind of take their time. They don't overcommit to anything. Hold up their positions, work their positions a bit more, and then get into the bomb site from there. This next gun round here for minus 72 degrees Celsius is going to be really important. If they lose this 8 all no money 9-8, I guess it's not the end of the world, but if they want to maintain control, then this gun round is going to carry a lot of weight for them. This is the first time we're getting to see minus 72 degrees on Mirage. First time we got to see them on Nuke. Oh, I lie. They played Mirage. It's Anubis that they haven't played, which would be the decider if we do get there. Mirage, not a map Heroic Academy have played a whole lot either. So kind of just a unknown quantity for both of these teams coming up against each other. All right, there we go. Break over. Back into the game we go. Mouse issues remedied. Broken by here for the CT side to try and deny Heroic Academy from leveling up the scoreline. And well, BX says, I got a duel offered to me last round in this position. I didn't hit my shot. Let me try again. Let me see if they come this direction again. Maybe this time I will connect. There's going to be moves made through ramp as well. So I think that the CT side kind of realized that what they lack in weaponry, they've got to make up in some sort of map control. They've pushed a player through ramp who's going to actually start to wrap around Palace. Stomac is never going to be expecting this. Not a million days in Sunday. And there we go. He's just going to get flanked on. At least Scrob is able to get the kill on Biek. There we go. Stomac goes down as expected. But in the meantime, it's going to be Amber who's found another. Tries to activate Interconnector. Scrob is the difference maker right now with this multi. And I don't know if they know both the players left alive are both over towards A or only Spira. But they know that at most there can only be one B. Scrob's immediately taken all of this ground in space. Posted up on the angle. Gets the kill on the first. It's Spira left remaining. Scrob, what a great round coming through from him here, man. 3 vital frags, highly impactful. Consecutive rounds now, 1 for Heroic Academy, and actually really good ways that they kind of get across the line in both of the rounds as well with the way that they've worked those rounds. It's not like they've just run on one gunfights and they're going to hope that that's how they win the rest of the rounds from here. It was a decent methodical approach, the way that they take initial control of middle and then the way they work middle afterwards, the way that they get some decent angles at their disposal. And then from there, how they translate that into the bomb sites as well. And then recognizing the state of the round just based off of intuition. How Scrub just immediately gets that deep angle through market to make sure that the CTs can't rotate back in. It's just really good decisions being made. Good high-level Counter-Strike on display from the Academy team right now. Okay, just got to make sure that they don't slip up here, as they have throughout the series so far. They've lost against these sort of investments, and they can't afford for that to happen here again. I mean, this probably would arguably be the weakest investment they would have lost to so far. This one really doesn't have anything going for it. Barely even armor on these pistols, barely even upgraded in some cases, so this would have been the most egregious if Heroic Academy had lost this, and they've lost 2 players here. Should just be the 2, and it will be. As they now build themselves a little bit of a lead here on Mirage. 9-8. In the game on a knife's edge. Oh my goodness, Dengzhou. He's up catwalk very early on in the round, but he won't be able to avoid the trade. I think he hung around to try and duel with those players through the smoke. Look at what's happening in the meantime, but they're not considering underneath balcony. They've just been completely sucked into the players in jungle. They fully overcommit there. Oh man, that is brutal. That is just tunnel vision if I've ever seen it. Scrob, last man left alive now. They know exactly where he is as well. He's going to try and bail out of ramp. He has got the bomb in his back, but Heroic Academy, the tunnel vision. I mean, I know that they kind of recognize, hey, there's one low, that top con, there's one low jungle, but you can't discount that there could be somebody on the site, there could be somebody default, somebody under bulk, on top of bulk. And they still know exactly what's going on here. I mean, Scrob's been able to bypass one. The problem is there's already a player on the bomb site here. It's Biek who's been able to get himself in position. Scrob's working his way around right now. Wide step up from Biek, but Scrob will hit the instant shot. Now, he's got one player apartments, he's got one player in the corner. Spira is here, and Spira will get that headshot as well. Okay, it works out for him. Back and forth we go. Closely contested affair here on Mirage. And neither team with residual money. So whoever loses this is probably going to go on to lose the next round as well. 2 for the price of 1. Everybody loves a deal. And it's going to be fast and pacey coming through from the Academy team. Already in towards the bottom of Connector. Melanta's going to best Amber though. Is there a trade? Oh, desperately wants it does Dengzhou, and he will find that trade. He's going to be looking for time Magento. Very good crosshair placement. Fantastic awareness there. Between the wall and the smoke grenade. Not really too many jewels from that part of the map, but he's aware of it on that instance. That's a man advantage. Dengzhou, that X-Factor player, is coming alive here for his team. FNL, though, gets caught off on the worst possible timing as he tries to come through from Palace. And now the focus will shift in towards the, say, bomb site. Inhuman here with the MP9 has support at range. Biek is going to miss his shot, though. Inhuman's been mollied. He's gotten one before he's gone down, but Biek has died to Dengzhou. Down into the 1 versus 1. Spira against Stomac. It's a fake plant coming through from Stomac. Does he want to go searching? He's waiting for a peek. I mean, Spira has been tagged here. Surely FNL would have known that he had done some damage to this player, right? Yeah, Stomac is going to search the entire way for Spira right now, who was kind of considering this. The timing is good for Spira, but Stomac will still be able to find it anyway. Oh, that got nervy. Stomac holds his nerve. And Heroic Academy regain the lead. And like I was saying, going into that round, it's going to be an economic disaster for whoever loses it. And Heroic Academy are in a really good position now to go up 11-9. I'd imagine the CTs are going to save here. Okay, here we go into the B bomb site. There is a stack here for the CT site, so this could get dangerous. There are upgraded pistols right now, and they're finding frags. Not like this Heroic Academy. They've dropped the ball against these investments a number of times throughout the series, and they may just do it again. That's an AWP for Biek. FNL, does he want to go searching? Does he want to force the fight? It looks like he does. Biek with the AWP, though, has the advantage. Surely FNL, he's got the bomb. Could try and depart the B bomb site entirely. Gonna try and draw Biek out there. There's a little bit of a gap, but Biek will not take the bait. And now he will commit to the bomb plant, and Biek will commit to the phase through the smoke grenade. He's crossed. I don't know if FNL is going to anticipate this. Doesn't have a kit, but time should not be a problem. Biek is still searching. He doesn't want to drop down. He wants to try and fight from the high ground right now. timing. Good for FNL. Oh, I thought that Biek might just be able to get the shot off, but FNL gets a kill in time to save the day. Heroic Academy blushes are saved against the full eco. That would have been the 4th in the series, lads. I'd be losing my mind. And minus 72 degrees recognize the importance of this round. Lose this 12-9, no money. Wrap it up and call it a day. It's going to be the series at that point. Great effort there, must be said, from the CT side. They've had so much impetus. They've got that never die attitude, do minus 72 degrees Celsius. Constantly in the conversation every single round. Okay, Ty Magenta with a deep position in towards apartments is going to catch FNL off guard. He was completely none the wiser. Not expecting someone so far forward there. First blood for free. You take that every day of the week, yeah. Dengzhu has got a position in ladder room, and I don't know if Biek actually saw Dengzhu there. He's going to peek back in. Wait, where's the jewel? I'm wondering, where's the jewel? Where's the frag? In either direction, and it will be Dengzhu comes out on top. You've got Ty Magento, who's here. Oh, Dengzhu's... I don't know if he's missed his smoke there, or if he intentionally wanted to bank it off the bricks. Oh, he's going to get the kill on Ty Magento. Dengzhu, are you kidding me, mate? I'll go for the classic Anders because he's Danish. Are you kidding me, Dengzhu? Oh, and Stomac on the move with the Galil is taking Melanta's head off. Not like this, fellas. Oh, he's ticked to the molly, turn and burn from Scrob. Thankfully, he gets the audio cue before Spire starts shooting, because that's what lets him start to turn before he's being shot at. That gives him that extra millisecond of time, which I reckon makes the difference. And if you're minus 72 degrees Celsius, you're going to be kicking yourself here, because you got the opening frag that went untraded in the round, but it's all fallen apart from there. Dengzhu doing the damage with the double. $12-9, and this next opportunity here for Heroic Academy is going to be their best to finish off the job, to finish off the series, because it's going to be the broken investment for the CT side. It's been a pretty rough match in some senses for Heroic Academy, but then also very impressive in a lot of different aspects. And I guess that's how you'd kind of expect to describe an Academy team's game. It's always going to be rough around the edges, but you want to see some decent positives. I'd say their trading has been probably the most impressive facet of their game. First time I've got to cast one of the Heroic Academy games, and I like what I see from this team. Here's that lack of an investment that I was referencing coming to fruition. Okay, can Heroic Academy finish it off here and now, or is there any juice left in the tank here for the CT side to try and force us even further? Can they keep themselves alive for a little bit longer time? Magento, oh man, he misses what should have been a surefire frag, and when he shifts out of position, he just walks into the AWPer. That's really unfortunate. Stomac now coming into Palace. BX is here right now. It's all about the timing. It's going to fit. BX not even shooting. BX, he's on your crosshair, mate. He's on your screen. He's not shooting at him. Oh, Stomac should have been dead. Somehow gets a frag for free. 4 versus 2. This one is as good as done. Malenta and Inhuman to try and retake you in the 2 versus 4 to try and keep their team alive for a little bit longer. But Scrob with the AWP is going to be so difficult to try and get past here in the post plant. That's exactly why I posted on the angle. Inhuman, the last man. Excuse me, it's Malenta. And he's actually been able to get himself a double, but the problem is Stomac will commit to the flank. He gets the backstab, he finds the frag, and Heroic Academy have done it. They've won the series 2-0. And they will go up into that winner's match for Group C, minus 72 degrees Celsius. Unfortunately, I mean, there was a contest throughout the game, but they couldn't win the key rounds to put serious pressure on their opponents. They were almost always chasing the series. And then when they got their noses in front for one round and they kind of had Heroic Academy against the ropes and maybe on a knife stage, and if they could win that round, they break the Academy. And then from there, maybe they can kind of build up some head steam, but we never really saw them building up the momentum that they needed. It was kind of just moments and glimpses throughout the series, but moments and glimpses don't win you series, unfortunately. So that is the first game of the day done and dusted. Let's bring that schedule up and we can show everybody what they can expect now for the rest of the day, because of course there is going to be a lengthy break between the first game and the second game of the day. Second game now ultimately going to be what was supposed to be the third game. So let's bring that schedule up quickly, please, production, and we can show everybody exactly what I'm talking about. Of course, we just had that Heroic Academy minus 72 degrees Celsius game. Next game was supposed to be Yano against Copenhagen Wolves, but Yano have had to forfeit that matchup, so we will be deprived of our second game, our 1 p.m. CET game, which means we're going to have to wait 4 hours. Oh, my God. What are we going to do with ourselves, guys? We're going to have to wait 4 hours for the next game of the day. Unity against Leo will be that next matchup. And then we're going to have Rushby against Preezy to finish out the day. I'm backing Leo and I'm backing Rushby in those respective matches. Now, I haven't seen Leo before, but I've just been kind of keeping a close eye on some of their results. And I kind of think that they've been playing pretty well lately. They've been winning some decent series. So I'll back Leo. Unity have looked a bit shaky, obviously bringing in a few new players like Purdy and Darby. And then Rushby, well, they generally are a mainstay for the Swiss stage in our competition. So let's see if they can get themselves back there again. Anyway, like I said, guys, we are going to have that super extended 4-hour break now before we get into the next game of the day. So be sure to enjoy that break here on your Friday afternoon and tune in for that next matchup a little bit later.